Hi guys, welcome to Watch Our Crypto. I am Alan Chang. Let's get started. In this episode, we'll cover the things to know from the FOMC updates to the 75 bips hike, what Bill Gates think about the current economic situation and NFT, the OpenSea move to open source, and the current situation of Celsius Network. Also, latest news in the market movement. If you like my video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. I'll really appreciate it. Fed announced the interest rate decision and came out as a market expectation, which is increasing the interest rate by 75 bips. The Fed fund rate landed at an interval between 1.5% to 1.75%, showing the aggressiveness of fighting the inflation rate. There are 10 voting committees that supports this decision, except for the president of the Federal Reserve Bank in Kansas, Esther George. She prefers to increase by 50 bips instead. Other than the interest rate decision meeting, Fed will also start executing the plan of shrinking the balance sheet by $47.5 billion US dollars per month and start increasing it to $95 billion US dollars from May. After Fed made the interest rate decision, Jerome Powell says in a press conference that the central bank accepts it's proper to increase the interest rate continuously. From the current angle, it's possible to increase another 50 to 75 bips in July. The tempo is based on the future economic data and variable economic outlook. He says he hopes to see progress. The inflation will not drop before it flattens out. Powell confessed that the decision of increasing the interest rate by 75 bips partially is due to the concern of expecting the inflation rate to increase. But the increasing interest rate is abnormally high. He doesn't think this will be ordinary. Even though stating that the whole economic event has a sign of picking up, Fed still decided to revise down the future economic growth for this year and marked up the expectation for unemployment rate. The growth of the GDP for the year 2022 was forecast at a 2.8% in March, marked down to 1.7% right now. The future 2 years are also revised down and lower than 2%. For the year 2023, it's marked down to 1.7% and 1.9% for the year 2024. For the unemployment rate, Fed marked up the 3.5% for March to 3.7%. The future 2 years will also be marked up to 3.9% and 4.1%. Because the FOMC meeting met the market expectation of increasing the interest rate by 75 bips, the US stock and cryptocurrency both squeezed up. But it should be a short term, we should still expect a bear market for a while. The founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates, talked about NFT and the current economic situation in an interview with TechChurch. He said the current reality is changing probably as rapid as he ever seen in his lifetime. Bill Gates expects the economic recession to be like the year 2001, and the sky-high valuation of the past few years goes to the other extreme. So it's questionable if we can still invest in this kind of assets. There's a really high probability we'll enter a market recession for years. How to move the capital from small-scale test production company to such as steel or chemistry-related sector is gonna take years. I personally think what Bill Gates talked about will come true, since he's the only one who forecasts there will be a virus crashing the market. He also talked about NFT and mentioned the expensive figure BAYZ will not be able to change the world. Since the last bear market in the year 2018, Bill Gates actually wants to short Bitcoin. But last year, 2021, he switched his attitude to neutral, which is no short and no hold. The way Bill Gates talked about NFT is similar to Bitcoin before. His point of view is similar to Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad. He still prefers those tangible assets such as farming with productions or company that develop products instead of something like the Grateful Theory. I think everyone just has different investment preference. Some just like the traditional tangible asset and there's nothing wrong with that because that's how they got rich. But some prefer to be in the front end, so making money is not related to target. OpenSea is the world's first and largest digital marketplace for crypto collectibles and non-fungible token NFT, which was founded in the year 2017. They came out with an agreement on the open source market in May called Seaport, which is allowing users to trade NFT with different tokens and standards. OpenSea officially stated that they will move to Seaport to increase a diversified trading experience. The target is to solve the problem of the lack of source quotation for tokens in current NFT markets. Seaport will provide multiple sources of quotation including Ethereum, ERC20, ERC721, and etc., also announced that their new contract will save over $460 million in total fee each year. By using Seaport to trade can save around 35% on gas fee. Seems like some big companies in NFT market are also using the economic downturn to upgrade themselves. This is the 4th day that Celsius Network stopped withdrawals. The CEO of Celsius, Alex Mashinsky, finally broke the ice and sent out a tweet saying that the Celsius Network team is working non-stop. They're focusing on concerns for users, seeing everyone from the Celsius gathering together make Celsius the strongest team, and be patient for this difficult moment. Obviously, the tweet didn't actually talk about anything important, which is the progress, the estimated time this can be over, and etc. This actually made the crypto community even more furious. Fatman, the biggest here whistleblower, says that Celsius don't have any stable employees in the early stage. The development and management are outsourced to inexperienced people. He hopes if Celsius survives, please don't randomly outsource jobs. I totally understand the anger from the crypto community because this act will seriously impact a lot of crypto companies' turnover. Some will have to force to cash out other positions to cover the current frozen position in Celsius. Seriously, working non-stop is not something to brag about. It's supposed to be your job, since you're trying to make money from users, right? Now let's check out the market movement. This is a daily candlestick chart of Bitcoin. As we can see, Bitcoin finally closed as a green candlestick yesterday, but it dropped as low as 20,100 and left a really long shadow below. The main reason is that the whole market spiked up after Fed released the decision of increasing the interest rate by 75 bips, which actually met the market expectation. Not only Bitcoin, the US major leading indexes also squeezed up. And this is the hourly candlestick chart of Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin broke the first pressure zone. The candlestick in the green frame are the squeeze after the FOMC meeting, which is close to 13%. But obviously, the pressure on top is extremely high. Also, MACD is tending to death cross, so it might drop down to the green trend line and then bounce back again. After the wedge gets narrow, it should be ready for another drop. Because even if the interest hike met the market expectation, but the hot money pulling out of the market and the whole economic downturn is a fact. So we can actually set up a short position around 22,730 to 22,800 and take profit in the previous low 20,100 and then observe. Overall, the whole market is expecting the bear market to come. Bill Gates mentioned the recession as the year 2001 is coming, which he is always quite accurate about the whole macroeconomic. Also, even though increase of interest rate met the market expectation, but the whole monetary ecosystem is tightening up is a fact. So be aware, the bear market is coming. Thank you for watching Watch Out Crypto. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. I am Alan Chang. I'll see you next time.